Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Brody here from Yocaher Skateboards. Today I'm going to be going over not only what is the most common trick in skateboarding, but the most essential trick in skateboarding, the Ollie. Alright, so I know that music sequence made the Ollie look way more fancy than it should have, but it's pretty simple. There's just a few steps that you have to learn until you are Ollieing by yourself. But before you start trying Ollies and Ollieing down 6 stairs, I just want to make sure that you are comfortable on your board. You know, you feel very balanced and safe just riding your board, because even though it's just an Ollie, you can fall and hurt yourself, and being comfortable on the board is kind of the biggest thing when it comes to doing tricks. So when you're comfortable riding your board, you're ready to do an Ollie, the first thing you got to worry about is foot positioning. When you're stepping on the board, it's usually easier to step with your front foot first, so you're going to want to put your front foot kind of in the middle of the board, usually between the middle and the front bolts of your board. And then you're going to want to put your back foot on the tail, pretty much in the center of the tail in the pocket of the concave of the board. Again, you want to feel comfortable in this position, because if you're not comfortable, it's just going to lead to poor form and not landing your trick. So back foot on the tail of the board, front foot between the middle and the front bolts of the board, and then you're ready to start getting some jumps in. One thing that helps a lot of people to do before they actually start trying to Ollie is just jumping up and down on the board. So what I would like to do is find a crack somewhere in the street, you know, like between two pieces of cement. Stick your back wheels in the crack for a little bit more stability while you're doing this. It'll make it a little bit easier on yourself. So basically all you want to do is get into the proper positioning with your feet, and then just practice jumping up and down on the board. Not trying to pop it or anything like that, not trying to Ollie, just jumping up and down on the board, getting comfortable with landing on the board and keeping balance. You can start small with little jumps and then work your way up until you're jumping a good 1 to 2 feet off the board. Once you're comfortable with that, then you're ready for the first step of completing an Ollie, which is popping the board. So standing on the board in the proper foot positioning, you're just going to want to push down on the tail of your board with your back foot and sort of lift up with your front foot and just kind of pop the board over and over again. Just getting comfortable with getting the motion down of the Ollie. Just focusing on staying balanced and being able to stay on the board while doing this over and over again. Once you've got that down, you're ready to move into the next pretty important part of completing your Ollie, which is kicking your front foot forward to raise the back of your board. So when you Ollie, it's kind of a fluid motion between your back foot and your front foot. You're pushing down with your back foot while simultaneously kind of kicking forward with your front foot to level out the board, because if you just push down with the back of your foot, you're going to end up with kind of a 45-degree angle on your board, and you're just going to always land on the back truck of your board. So you can do this while doing the pop step of pushing down with your back foot. So practice pushing down with your back foot and kicking the front of the board with your front foot and see how that feels. If that feels pretty comfortable and you can stay on your board and stay balanced, then you might just be ready to really pop the back of your board and get this Ollie down. So putting it all together to actually complete your Ollie, you are just popping down with your back foot, pressing down pretty hard, while simultaneously jumping up in the air and kicking with your front foot. Focus on using your knees and staying balanced. You're going to want to try and land on the board close to the bolts You don't want to land too far on the nose of the tail, and you don't want to land too close to the middle. You want to have a good spread stance on the board when you're landing. So focus on using your knees, keeping a balanced center of gravity over the board, and you will be good to go and on your way to ollieing. As always, practice makes perfect, so don't get discouraged if you can't get it on your first try or your first day, because even something that seems as simple as an ollie isn't so simple. Skateboarding is a pretty tough sport, and going fast and jumping up and jumping down and landing back on four wheels isn't as simple as it may seem to some. So don't get discouraged, always keep practicing and keep on skating. Alright guys, that's it. The ollie is one of the most important tricks in all of skateboarding. It's essential to doing pretty much any trick, so I hope that the tips and tricks that we gave you were helpful, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed that video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and click that notification bell so you guys get notified for our future videos. We drop videos every week about skateboards, longboards, and everything else in between. So if you guys want to learn more or just want to say hi, you know where to find us. Peace.